How to program the CMF indicator on MetaTrader 4 for beginners. The first thing we're going to do is open up MetaTrader 4 and add the indicator to your trade right here, to your targeted template. So when you're looking at the CMF basically has three like indications, right? Under negative, at zero, and positive, and it's basically a volume indicator. So as it is perceiving it to go up, means you're in a bullish scenario. If it goes down, means typically heading down or less buying power, less volume. And if it goes under negative, it's typically that the charts are heading down negative. Now, is it correlated 1-to-1? Not so much, but it's a good indicator for overall long-term direction. So if you kick it to a higher time frame, you can see like this little dip right here, how it's selling off. Down right here, you see that the volume is decreasing under the negative and positive. So I will show you multiple ways to use this as a buy indication for a trade. So let's begin, guys. First off, open up the meta quotes right here and go to the new. And from here, you want to type in and hit click Expert Advisor, type in the name of that program, and just hit next all the way through. While you do that, we can scroll down to the bottom here, and you'll see that we have our code already presented, okay? Now, the CMF indicator is very easy to program. We're going to have a double. We're going to name it CMF_0. Like we have done with the other indicators, we do the exact same thing. 0 indication, 1 indication, 2, 3, and that's the shift. But with this, we're going to show two different examples and how we're going to use one versus the other, okay? So first off, we're going to use iCustom because it's a customized indicator. We're going to use null off the bat because null is going to run on all currency pairs. 0 is going to run on default, and the name of the actual indicator. Our period is 20, and for our mode or their mode, it's going to be 0. And we're going to use the current candle, 1 back, 2 back, 3 back, okay? And we're going to do that applicable to the name. Now, when it comes to our buy scenario, we're going to use this as a bull. We're going to make sure, and we're going to test out these scenarios first, okay? So we're going to make sure that buy scenario 1 works. We're going to cut that out and paste this into buy scenario 2. So now we're only testing buy scenario 1 at the moment, okay? We're going to hit F7 to run it and make sure there's no errors. So we're testing it. Our next thing is when we go to our if statement, orders total equals 0, and we're going to see if our buy or our buy scenario 1 or buy scenario 2 is positive, is true. If one of them are true, we'll initiate our trade. Now here's our trade. It's exactly the same settings as our last video. We're going to be using it off of pound yen like normal. Int a buy, order send. And if you want the order send details, like any of the information I've given you before, just double click it and hit F1 and you'll get the reference and how to program it, okay? Now, since the reference is gone, we can go through, we do null, OP buy means an instant execution. Our lot size is 0.01. Our ask, because we're entering off of a buy trade. Our slippage is 10, so if it's more than 10, it won't engage. Our ask price minus 50 pips, that's going to be our stop loss. And our ask plus 1.5 is our take profit. Our null is going to be for our comment. Our 1 is going to be for our magic number. And 0 is going to be because we're not using a pending order, so it's going to be 0. It's going to be clear, our color black. And if you want to change the color, all you got to do is type in CLR and the color will come up, okay? Let's go back to black. So now we have all those settings. If any questions or comments about this, guys, drop a comment below and I'll get to you and I can help address these problems. Remember, this code is only within the video and I will be removing this 1 minus 2. So if you guys understand that, just remove that and you'll both work, okay? But we're going to test out scenario 1 first, okay? Hit compile again. We're going to go to the CMF and we're going to check out testing for the CMF on pound yen. And let's see how it does in the charts. Hit pause because we don't want it to run like, bananas and go fast. We're going to have our CMF right here added to the screen. It's going to be on the period of 20. Okay. And now we're going to change the color. Remember the first settings, guys. The first settings are fairly easy and very simple, okay? if it's the first settings are right here. If the CMF current, 1 back or 2 back are all positive, and if they're all positive, then we'll engage our trade. See how we entered our trade right here? See, all of them 3 are back. So we'll let this run, and we're gonna zoom out a little bit. Okay, so you guys get more perspective on what's happening. Now let's play. See, if it's positive, it's just going to enter the trade. There's not much to it when it comes to that. It's gonna, even if it's in a downtrend, it's going to keep on engaging. The CMF alone can be used as a trading, instrument, but it's better to use it with other indicators. And maybe I'll make an example of using the rune up and down with the CMF and how you can improve your trading and add other levels of dynamics to it. So that's basically the first scenario. Now let's check out the second scenario, okay? Now we're going to remove this real quick and hit cut. And then we're going to paste this right here. And all this does is just make it, read as false, okay? And the other one true. We're going to hit stop and we're going to hit start again. And we're going to put it on pause, okay? Oh, my bad. We're going to add this to the screen. We're at the CMF is on default, which is 20. And we're going to go through the settings here and add this to the screen. And we can see that this one's a little bit different. So now we're targeting this right here. Basically, we're waiting for the indication to go down 2 candles and pop up 1 and then another candle, just like this right here. See? Once that happens, and they're both negative under 0, because we go back to the code, see, CMF current has to be greater than CMF1, but CMF2, 2 candles back, has to be greater than CMF1. So now you get the little bump right there. And now CMF3 has to be greater than CMF2. So now you get this bump right here. See, it dives down, goes back up. And when it does that, and they're both less than 0 for CMF 0 and CMF3, we will engage our buy order like this. See how we're entering our trade right here? And we're trying to buy a dip right there. Now, there's ways that we can modify our stop loss and, have a trailing stop loss, which I can do. And if you want me to do that with this indicator, let me know. I can show you a very simple way to program that, okay? And then we'll look for those type of things. See, we're looking for reversals. We could exit it here. We can combine this with multiple indicators for that. So if you want me to do that, let me know. The next couple of videos, I can just do CMF with the MACD. So the CMF would be the enter trades, and the MACD would be the exit trades, combined with the rune up and down if you like. But this is a simple way to use this as a trading algorithm to see if one scenario is better than the other. See how we have that really good entry because we have that negative right here. And then there's negative right there. So we're looking for like a internal low situation for the volume and then exiting on the high. See? Just like that. Well, if we look at it and we'll see that we're in profit off of this thing. It's not designed to be in profit. This should show you how to use this indicator. So once again, guys, remove this if you want to make buy scenario 1 or buy scenario 2. You can just remove them both and have them both running. And it worked just fine. So that's how you program the CMF indicator. If you have any questions or comments, concerns, let me know. If you want any recommendations for me to program certain indicators or expert advisors, let me know also. I'm open to doing both. If you want any MQL5 material, I can program that too. So that's the video, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next programming video. Peace.